Now, what you're looking at here is a mid-60s Rickenbacker, or mainly the treble pickup of a mid-60s Rickenbacker. They had an issue around about this time of the horseshoe magnets degaussing. The early 60s ones and the late 60s ones seems to be okay, but just there's a bit in the middle where pickups tended to die unexpectedly, and this is why we see Paul McCartney's bass today with a more modern pickup, because this one could not be brought back to life successfully. Now, the normal way to re-gauss a horseshoe, to put the magnetic charge back in, one way, there's plenty of ways to do it, would be to, here's a demo one, is you need to put some magnets on it in the right way. This one would be something like, let's just have a look. Right, would be put a magnet here and a magnet of the opposite polarity there. Get the opposing shoe, turn it upside down and put it like that, and you leave that for about 24 hours, and that will give you a create a circulating field there. Once it's fixed, once you've left it for a while, put it back together, and it's in its normal orientation. You've got the north at the top. When you put them together though, it creates a south going up and north going down field, and it actually makes the a circulating field round sort of this way. Problem is, if the metallurgy is not right, such as these ones, because they're opposing, they're now forcing each other to degauss. It's exactly what these do. If you charge one of these up, it'll last about 15 minutes. So much for that idea. I've tried it with electromagnets and things too, it doesn't seem to work any better. What we can do though, if we actually just put a field directly that's creating a circulating field here and here, it actually works something more like a, could you say, the small fields of a lace sensor or something like that. However, it will bring your pickup back to life. To show how dead this is, that's this pickup. It's very, there's not much there at all in A and B. It'll do that fairly quickly. You put both on and you may as well not bother. What I'm going to do though, is with these two ferrites again, put the field back on. You don't even have to touch it, I'll show you. Yeah, that went loud then. And you'll probably find that's a lot louder already. Not as strong as that, it never will be. But, so let's just improve that a little bit more. If you actually just get the magnets and just sort of roll them along here, you don't have to be too careful with it. It will, that's not too bad, that's fairly successful. Now, you will get a stronger charge if you use stronger magnets. These are just ferrites off the bottom of really cheap pickups. That's all they have to be. They're north one side and south the other. Make sure it is. That will charge it. A rare earth magnet will give you a better charge. Now, if you're going to play with rare earth magnets, do not get them near this one, because you'll be having to pull it apart and re-gauss it as well. So now, see if I can get that E string a bit better. It's probably about as good as it's going to get, but anyhow, both pickups on now. You're starting to hear that familiar snarl. So this pickup has gone from being non-functional to being quite usable. That gauss will last about a year. It will eventually wear off. Waving a soldering iron at it is enough to kill it as well, so I don't recommend, if you're servicing the guitar, you'll probably have to re-gauss it after that. So this has been a public service announcement for owners of mid-60s Rickenbackers with dodgy pickups.